We spent like 13 minutes trying to fix the internet. Oh my god. And like, yeah. Anyways, it's our first time, so I hope you guys forgive us. Anyways, today we are here with Jia Hui, the first ever guest of the SG Entrepreneur story, and she's here to share her story. So Jia Hui, maybe introduce yourself for us.
Hello everyone, I'm Jia Hui. I'm a SG entrepreneur and I'm running a co-living business in Singapore.
Nice. Okay, so yeah, Jia Hui, how do you feel being the first guest?
So honored, so humble. So thank you for having me. I don't know why you have me also. My business so small.
when I first started when I wanted to do this podcast, the first person that I asked was Jia Hui. Jia Hui was like, should I do this podcast? I was interested. Do you want to be in it? Then she's like, okay, let's do it. Then she got me started with
No, you said you wanted it has been your dream. Then I said go for it. That was the first part.
So basically without Jia Hui, don't have me lah. Yeah, don't have us. Okay, so let's start. So in today's video, Jia Hui, maybe you can correct me if I'm wrong. So I'll give a little teaser about the podcast today. We're gonna talk about how Jia Hui achieved the Singaporean dream, but still felt sort of a bit lost. How Jia Hui left a stable government job at HDB and the reasons why she left. How she ventured into the world of entrepreneurship for the first time. How she failed her first business and then discovered digital marketing. How she took a big risk to start a co-living business with zero experience. And how she scaled from 5 rental rooms to 30 rental rooms and more. Also, I want to ask her about the reality of running a co-living business, the struggles that she's facing, and some surprises that she had along the way. And how she balances entrepreneurship and motherhood, because she's a mom as well. And I also ask her what's next for her future plans, as well as how she planned to grow her business forward. Okay, so Jia Hui, what is your story? I guess we can start from the beginning. All right, maybe what's your childhood like and all that?
My childhood, okay. I have 2 brothers. Yeah, so I do not like to study. When I was in primary school, I ever told you, I was ever last in class, last position in the last class in the primary school. That was like actually the second last. Why? Because the last person was actually a special needs student.
Oh, okay.
I was right before him.
Right.
Then, but my mother didn't seem to be bothered with it.
Oh.
It's just that I wasn't interested. I also don't know what I was doing in school. I enjoy school because they are friends. But then just live by law. Every day you wish to go to school to see your friends, but not to study. But I wasn't a naughty kid. It's just that it doesn't come along. Like study academic wise doesn't click until I go into secondary school. So I love math suddenly because maybe of the teacher. She's very patient. Then I was in normal technical EM3 normal technical stream. So wasn't very good until secondary 4 when I can only go to ITE. But not a bad thing because ITE you don't need to do so well for academics. It's a skill learning. So I was telling myself, okay, maybe I can start anew, which I did. I just focused on studying, but I didn't expect I was the top student in my cohort, the entire faculty. So I was the COM holder, which is the top 5%. There was a medal given to me when I was called on stage. That was a surprise. I didn't know I was the top student. Then it brought me to Poly and then to NTU University. Then I attained a bachelor in structural engineering. That's where my progression start. The Singaporean dream you were talking, right? It's actually a bucket list. It's like, okay, I'm gonna prove myself that I can get a degree. I'm gonna prove myself that I can do it, which I did. Then after that, okay, I'm gonna get married, buy a BTO, which is what Singaporeans do. Then after that, have children. I will have my entire life plan out. It's like, okay, I need to, probably my first job will be a private company. Then with this experience, I'll go to a public government company. Then after which, I will be a lecturer. And that will be until I retire.
All planned out.
All planned out lah. Until something happen when you have kids. So kids is another journey.
Let me hold you back. So what pulled you, let's bring you back to primary school to secondary school, right? Why do you, or like all the way to the NTU, why do you suddenly want to pull yourself up and work harder into academics?
Because I think every Singaporean kids has a mother who will say some, see lah, so and so doing so well.
Okay.
Yeah, with just that word, just one time will do. Just that single time will actually drive you to,
Wow.
like, am I that bad? You start to think and wonder. Then until it's like, when the opportunity come, not opportunity, you didn't know that you can actually study until I get the award, just the top 5% award. Then it's like, it's not that difficult, what? Then that's why. But then it's quite difficult. University is not that easy.
Yeah.
Especially in engineering. Yeah.
Why you want to become teacher actually? Just like you say.
Stable income, stable job, prestige. Yeah. Not teacher, it's lecturer.
Oh, lecturer. Okay, different. Yeah. And then, so after university, like what exactly happened from there?
Then got married lor. Like the normal path lah. Then married, BTO. Then when you have kids, that's where everything changed.
What were you working a job back then already?
I was a civil engineer, structural engineer also. Then in HDB also. Yeah, I only worked for like 5 years after I graduated.
Okay.
Yeah, I worked for 5 years until I have my kids.
Oh, then which year you have your kids already? Around which year?
My first child was born in 2011.
Okay.
So he's 14 right now. Yeah, so that was the time. Initially, when I had first child, it wasn't that bad. So I still can handle the 9 to 5 job. So my mother was helping out. Then, so not too bad until the second child happens. Okay. Second child happens 2 years later in 2013. Then that's where it gets kind of tricky, struggle, because my second child tends to only do breastfeeding, latching, and not bottle feed. She reject all sort of bottles. Yeah, so after my maternity leave, that time was 4 months maternity leave, and I still couldn't. She still reject bottles. Yeah. So that was the struggle. So I decided to quit my HDB job.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was a painful decision. In fact, my boss was telling me, why don't you take a long, like unpaid leave after the maternity leave? And I say, no, it's okay. Yeah, so I just let go.
Oh.
Yeah. But at that moment, I was a little bit tired of 9 to 5 job too. Yeah, because, a typical Singaporean timing is like, you end work at 6 probably. When you reach home at 7, you had dinner, it's 8. Let's say if you have children with your mother or in the childcare, you have to bring them home, shower, settle down, 9 o'clock. And not the kids will have to sleep. You have to sleep. Right. Yeah. Then in between, every few hours, you wake up to feed them. Then next day, 6 o'clock, another struggle comes. So that kind of routine is very demoralizing. I don't. It's very tiring also.
Is it because you have like nothing to look forward to? Or?
Yes, actually true also. Because when you have everything planned out, like, okay, that's your job, your routine, you find that life become very, I wouldn't say boring. In fact, it's very tied up until you couldn't think. Yeah.
But, okay, like some people would like this routine, they like that stability. Okay, tomorrow I have a job to wake up to, that kind of thing. Why do you not want this?
I just want to see my kids, actually. I just want to see my kids. I mean, they are so cute, children, like 3 years old and below are so cute.
Yeah.
Then you look forward, like, you just want to spend time with them. Yeah, that's one of the, I think women go through this emotional roller coaster, and whether work or kids, that is the struggle that many people don't talk about. Yeah. It's inside them. It's also hard to express it. I don't know.
Then before you left your job, do you like consult anybody or anything?
No lay. Maybe my husband that time lah. They say, okay lor. Then that time I did a calculation, because we just got our BTO that time also for a few years. So we did a calculation like how long can we sustain not using our CPF to service the mortgage. Like 7 years lah. So it's like, okay, I can go without work for 7 years. Apart from the living expenses lah, but mortgage is covered for 7 years.
Wow. Okay. So you decided to leave your stable job, and then like what happened after leaving your stable job?
Oh, I eat into my my saving for like another 2 years.
What were you doing actually? Like, can you break down like a day a week in the life that time? After
Very involved with the children, and I love it. So, but that time they were also into childcare already.
Okay.
Then we will pick them out very early.
Mommy.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
I do enjoy motherhood. So mostly spending time with them. And my mom also was helping out also. So it's kind of like, it's an enjoyment to me lah. Then until financially strikes like, okay, saving is running down and low.
How many years was that after?
2 years, like, yeah,
okay.
2 years.
So when you were struggling financially, what do you do about it?
Then you kind of like panic suddenly. It's like, oops, the number dropping, how? Then I went, then what? Then I was doing what at that time? Oh yeah, then I saw at that time my friend, she was running a business in manufacturing. So I joined her in the sales department.
Okay.
So we opened another company to start off as the sales. I have no experience in sales. That's where I started. Then my friend was also very nice. She's still my best friend. She's my best friend then and now and still is. Yeah, just that her company is no longer running right now. Then after that time was right, I was with her for 6 months. The sales wasn't good because I have no experience. I don't know where to acquire customer. Yeah, so that was a painful thing. I did even go to new BTO and give out flyers myself.
So she was handling what? Then you handling?
She's on the manufacturer side.
Okay.
Then I'm like acquiring new sales
Oh.
new clients. So I give her flyers
Well, why she choose you to be the partner?
Her job base is mostly on companies. So like companies or schools, they have like the stage curtains and all that. It's a curtain company lah. So she's more based on B2B.
Okay.
So she wanted me in also to do the customer C2B lah. Yeah, so I ran the C2B side.
Oh, okay. So you never run business before. How was this experience?
Ayo, we thought that was so naive that time. You just thought that okay, you register a business name and title. Then after that, you hang out the title. Then you thought the customer would come.
Yeah. Then.
And then so naive. It's like, oh yeah, so embarrassing to say this, but then I think there ought to be someone who is like me lah. Yeah, then I have to do the painful thing to say goodbye to her. Because it's not working out. Yeah, it couldn't sustain me. The number doesn't comes in, so couldn't. Then that's where I went to the deep thinking. Like I even Google search how to earn money, how to get business. Yeah, how to earn money online. Then after that, when you start searching, that's where a lot of new terms comes in, like marketing, social media, digital marketing, entrepreneur, sales pitch, all these things comes in. Yeah.
Wait, but the first business closed down. That do you like sort of doubt like maybe business not for me or something like that?
No, never thought of that. Yeah, it's just that I know that I do not have the enough skill to do this.
Okay lah, good thinking. Yeah. So you just want to upskill lah. It's not like business not for me lah. Too hard already kind of thing.
It's just that I know too little.
Right. I see. So you search how to make money online.
Yeah. Yes.
And then you came across digital marketing.
I came across digital and social media marketing.
How was it?
And they have courses, books, e-learning, all that. And I actually went for a course, 3 days course.
Okay.
Which is like few $1,000s that time.
What is it, Facebook or?
Social, that time was Facebook.
Oh.
That was like, I think 10 over years ago. So Facebook was the in thing lah, the channel to go to. So mostly, and also do affiliate marketing. They also teach us affiliate marketing. But affiliate marketing with like, if you heard of it, ClickBanks. Yeah.
ClickBank,
so you sell digital products. But I didn't went onto that route to sell things. But I learned how to do marketing, the concept of marketing, the funnels and all that. Yeah, that is so useful. Then I realized that, okay, this skill must be very good. I have to apply it somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's where I met my father. Yeah, then he was running a swim school. Everything is very manual. Everything is paper written. There's no digital presence online. Nothing at all. So I was like, would you want to have an online presence? Then what is that? Things like that. Then I have to explain.
How you get business before this?
Acquire word of mouth. Yeah, word of mouth. Last time was also flyers.
But was business booming already for him?
No. Well, for him, yes. But not because I think his teaching is really good. Yeah, and children likes him, parents like him. So parents, he does have customer where will be set in the waiting list.
Oh.
So he doesn't have enough time. That means that time my brother also joined him. So he have like 2-3 coaches that time. But then I say, okay, why don't you? But when you have people joining you, it becomes like you have employees to fit.
Yes.
So it kind of like you need more customer. You need like consistent more customer. Yeah. So when I try out lah, I say I try out lah. It's okay lah. You just give me like $300 first. I'm okay. I just want to try out because the knowledge inside me. I just want to like try it and make sure like it works. Then when we did it, it was like within half a year we double our clients, our customer base.
What exactly do you do?
Social media marketing, Facebook marketing. Yeah, then I did a website for him. Then I did the back end, everything digitalized. So we have like one customer with all the information. I even employ data entry people, part-timers, to key in everything. So we have like each student will have one sheet of form where they fill up their information and all that is all manual. It's all paper. So I have to pass that to my data entry and then they key in.
This is your own self. You did this whole thing.
I set up everything for him. So it's a very simple thing lah. It's like it's just we just use Google Sheet.
Okay.
Yeah, mostly Google lah. Google
But I
Drive.
mean, probably to him, like digital wasn't like it wasn't something to him, right?
Because when the elderly when they are in the business, they tend to like feel very comfortable with what they are doing. But of course, there will be a period they find that it's not necessary to move forward until it becomes too late. So that's where I tell him we have to do it lah.
Before it's too late.
Yeah, before it's too late. So we digitalize, which is a good thing. So once we digitalize, everything is in the cloud. We can start to employ other people. Because the admin part was done by his partner then. So when you can digitalize, you can cloud-based, you can employ foreigners or part-timer, work from home, things like that. So it become more flexible that way. Yeah.
So how with the business boom? You told me that time. I was actually a little bit of thing. I was so she run this thing with her dad. It's called, you wanna
Owen
say?
Swim School.
Yeah, so she runs this school called Owen Swim School, and last time when I was young, I was a student of Owen Swim School. So it's like funny lah. They got come back full circle that now I'm doing business, and then now I have her on the podcast also. Yeah, and then like I think last time when I was a student there, wow, business is booming. It's like you tell me about it.
Oh, that time we were so popular at the west side. Then we have tests every week, I think, every month. Then it was like an event, like 100, 200 people. The test happening, then we have to bring in our PA system to talk, to control the crowd and all that. It's quite happening.
200 people, that's crazy.
Yeah, per month, just for the test.
Yeah.
That time, it was an experience. It was really nice. But that time was also a path where we learn about employing people, choosing people, the right people. Then you have people come and go. That's where all the headache comes. Yeah.
Wow.
But it was a fun journey lah.
Well, this was pre-COVID, right?
Pre-COVID, yes. After COVID, then it dropped. Because of COVID, there's no coaching allowed. Even there is a small group.
Oh.
Yeah.
Then you learn your digital marketing, like how many years then you apply? Because like
I straight away apply.
and
I learned already. I straight away apply.
And it's success.
Not many people uses social media marketing then. We were the first few because that time Facebook was free. Even there's no marketing platform for Facebook. Then when they started, that's where like I don't know when they started, but that was quite a new thing to Singaporean. So we were the first few. We were even invited to Facebook their office to
Yeah,
walk
yeah, you
around.
told me. Yeah.
Yeah, then they were asking, they want to survey their system, how does the marketer uses their system. So we were invited to Facebook office.
Wow.
Yeah, it was, wow, nice experience lah.
How did your dad react? Because like he not.
I bring him along, then I say, can I bring my dad? He's the founder. Yeah, can.
But it wasn't like a speech, right? They just show you around the office and then ask you
Yeah.
some questions and stuff, is it?
Correct. Then I actually requested for the tour lah.
The
And they
Facebook tour?
agree, yeah.
Oh, sweet.
They wanted a survey only at their office. Then I said, can I have a tour?
Wow. Then okay, so let me go back. So you did the curtain business and it failed because you tried, you told me that the only marketing you did was the banner marketing and then like
Yeah.
probably no sales put in. Then you heard about this thing called digital marketing. So when you tried it on own for the first time, it's probably like blew your mind,
Correct.
opened the world, everything.
Correct. And it's so much easier compared to flyer distribution. It's all hard work and sweats. But then digital marketing is easy, it's cheap that time. But now it become too much already, influx. So it's not as easy anymore.
I agree with you.
Yeah. So marketing has become, it's always changing. The world has been changing very fast, rapidly at this era, I feel. So the things you learn, like I learned Facebook marketing now doesn't apply anymore. I mean, as well. You need to probably pivot into TikTok marketing, YouTube marketing, 小红书 marketing. Yeah.
Yeah, you're a very big Xiao Hong Shu fan.
I like 小红书. I like their content there.
Yeah. Cool. So like this experience with Owen Swim School, are you still with Owen Swim School? now?
Yes, I am.
Nice. And then like what did this experience teach you a business like in that sense?
Okay, I really learned a lot from my dad. His thinking, he always he's like more like serving to the community.
Okay.
To him is a service, like to teach. He always say that he hopes that entire Singaporean children will learn how to swim. May not be from him, but he hope. Yeah, it should be. After all, we are an island.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
big dreams.
Big dreams. I mean, that's his aspiration to have that. Then, and with that very authentic thing, I find that he's the natural entrepreneur. Yeah, to serve the community at the first priority is to serve, to teach us children, and another part will be to want the children to enjoy swimming. Not just to come and learn, then because my parents asked me, but because they really sincerely likes it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you got the entrepreneur from him?
I do learn a lot from him. Yeah. But he's the olden uncle kind lah. After all, he's in he's like 60s plus already. So in the their era, right, they do business without contract. Right? It's like one shake hand can settle.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but our era, we feel so unsafe, right? We were like, no, please contract.
Okay. Cool. Wow. You run through your story quite fast actually, from all the way from the primary school to the Owen Swim School. Okay, let's take a quick break. How is the viewership? 7 ah? Not bad. That was my goal today. To hit 7 viewers.
Good, our first video.
How? Got any questions or anything? Pass to me first. Let me see. Live viewers. Got any people on the chat? Anybody chat?
Second one.
The chat
No, just the second question.
Okay, I want to say their username and stuff. You know.
Shamin.
Shamin. Okay, sup Shamin. Okay, you can.
Okay, I need my glasses. At my age,
Some
This is
quick.
a mask. Wow, long one.
Just answer 2 questions from here.
Okay. How do I start my own business as a uni student when I'm also saving for BTO? How to plan for finance? Okay, this one This one really you need to start with your Excel sheet lah. Or your calculator. Really, you really have to put aside BTO. As long as you put aside for BTO, then I think quite okay. As a uni student, you can leverage on your friends lor. You have a big community university student. Then plan your finance. You have to know that time when I first buy my BTO, I really go and find out what is mortgage. I have no idea what is mortgage. How to calculate loan, like accumulate interest, things like that. So that one is really have to find out. That one is a must. Once you know your calculation, it gains confidence to move forward or not, or when to move forward. Then slowly start off as a freelancer. You may not need to even like register a company yet lah. You just freelance first.
Freelancer.
Yeah, just have your service out there.
Well, the question is what? She's a freelancer or what?
No, she's how to start her own business as a uni student.
Oh.
Like when also have to save up for BTO lah. How to plan finance. Yeah, that's the question.
Answer one more.
One more.
Wow, I want to quit my full-time job. Someone asked I want to quit my full-time
Very
job.
brave, huh? Which one? Full-time job. What should I prepare to make that jump? Okay, I always advise people, you test out first. If you have one family to feed on, right, then it's really difficult because you also don't want to be the not responsible adult. So you can actually test out the market first. Test out is the best thing lah. So I do have friends they will like test out the market first before they quit. So they will have 2 incomes. So you like kind of like switch off for your full-time job, switch off a little bit, like then focus more on your business first lah, then see whether it grows. Yeah, sometimes when it grows, right, even if you quit, right, suddenly it may go down one. Especially when you start to have employees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Relatable or not?
Relatable. Yeah, man, you can relate, huh?
Relatable. But like the thing is like do you feel that you start your own business, right, is because like you don't like your 9 to 5 job, or because you have a problem that you want to solve? What do you think?
The milk bottle feeding thing, the breastfeeding thing, was an issue. Actually, every time we do make a decision, it's not because of one reason. Usually, it's more than one. So we can't really like blame it. Oh, it's my child. Because of her, I gave up my 9 to 5 job. It's not actually.
Yeah.
Part of it is because I'm also dead with. I don't like it anymore. I don't enjoy being in the 9 to 5 job anymore. So there are more than one factors that push me on lah.
Okay.
So don't blame it on any one of it. Just it's your own decision and you own up to it lor.
Right.
Yeah.
Gerald. Got people talk in the live chat. Say, hey guys, say something. Say, hello, my name is so and so. Then after that, I shout it out. Then I'll put it on the Wacky Creative Instagram page. Okay.
Shiny Tiny. Someone called Shiny Tiny.
Shini Tini?
Yeah.
That's my girlfriend.
Oh.
Hi. What she say?
Yeah, hi.
Cute.
Hello.
Okay, so now let's go into the juicy part. What you're doing right now. So, Owen Swim School has ended already. Not ended, sorry. You're still currently working with Owen Swim School, right?
Yes.
And how did this discovery of co-living start?
It started before the COVID actually. Yeah. So, right before in 2019 in July, I started the business. Because I was like into property buying and all that, because I sold my BTO after which then we were hunting, we were trying to make our finance, calculating and all that, so make what is our next move. Then come across a lot of property readings and finding out. I even go for the property agent course, but it's not to acquire a license, it's for the knowledge. So the law inside, the rules and regulation, the agent what's supposed to do and what not.
You can do it without doing the exam,
because it include the exam, so I still go for it lah.
Oh.
So there were 2 paper and I failed one lah. But I can take it within 1-2 years. I can't remember. As long as you pass within that period, you can still go ahead with your license to attain a license. But I didn't go ahead. So because the ultimate reason to go in is to acquire what's the fastest route to get the knowledge. So I come across a lot of things about property. Yeah, buying, selling, then renting and all that. I also rented myself because after I sold my BTO, I actually rented and stay in the rented unit.
Oh.
Then so I started my co-living business. Then that's where 2019, that's where I started. I started with 5 units, 5 rooms, 5 rooms where I manage. Then I had my tenant. That was the first year. The first year was difficult because you don't know how to really get customer, although you know, so you can do marketing and all that. But then it's like there are a lot of things you have to pretend that you know in front of your customer. But then actually you may not know. You just have to find after that.
Oh.
Yeah. So I have clients come. Do you know? Have you come across this? Say, oh yes, yes, yes. But actually, you are just like typing and googling out.
Oh my god, that's like me when I first started.
Can relate, huh?
Yeah, like you hop on a call with the client, right? Then after that, you're like, so can you do this? Then I'm like, what's this? Then like, wow,
Yeah.
it's really
That happens.
Yeah.
For a start. But you just have to act lah in order to get your first customer and all that.
fake it to make it. You believe in
Yeah.
that?
And I started my business at first. I haven't started. I registered my business. Then I haven't have my bank ready yet at that time. Then I need to write a check. So on that day, yes, I can make an offer and all that. Then I have to quickly go to a bank and get my check and all that done within the same day. Yeah, that time was I say yeah, I do have. Give me some time.
Cannot just delay one day.
Then I end up I use my own account. Reimburse back.
Nice. But actually, got like probably when you was designing a co-living, do you like thought of any other stuff? Like what made you want to do co-living? You know?
As I said lah, because I have been like in this marketing, property industry, like learning, buying, selling. That's why I'm more immersed in it. So it's like this gives me confidence to start. Yeah. So when you know more, you feel like, hey, maybe I can know enough to start lor.
Actually,
Yeah.
your BTO research, does it help you?
Yes.
A
Because
lot.
BTO, you also learn how to calculate your finance, ma. Then after what kind of facing, because I was it. Okay, I'm also a structural engineer student, so I know about building, construction, and all that. So that one also help. So reading of floor plans is my power thing lah. I can read floor plan very easily. Then the facing, all that, no problem one. Yeah, so it's I don't know.
You told me like you're very like good planner. Like you really like to plan all the intricate details, right? You told me,
Correct.
yeah.
Then I will run one round in my head. Sometimes I write it down. But running, sometimes before sleeping time is the best time to think. Then I'll run through a lot of rounds. Then you really imagine how the process will go, like the business, how you run basically. Then all that like prep yourself. I kind of like that also. But nowadays I don't do too much planning because I'm a Virgo, perfectionist. Used to be. Then I tell myself that shouldn't be the way, because entrepreneur, no matter how much you plan, sometimes hiccups do come. So you just the most important quality is to go with the flow and solve problems. Yeah, that's what I learned through this journey.
Say whatever comes like.
Yeah, whatever comes.
So when you got your first 5 rooms, how did you feel like?
First 5 rooms,
Yeah.
or the co-living,
Yeah, first co-living room.
scary. Then now you have to rent it out. Yeah, you prep everything nicely. Then it's like it is initially it's quite difficult. That was pre-COVID time, so that time was like unlike COVID. So you have to walk your tenants around, like to introduce this place, like what kind of amenities. I even walk them around, like the supermarket from MRT to the condo and all that. Like let them know. Then some of them are vegetarian. You have to tell them, oh, there are vegetarian store here and then things like that.
Yeah, you told
So
me.
in order to sell that unit, sell that room.
What's it? Oh.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, then from when you say you feel scared, right? Probably like everything you read is all like theory and stuff,
Yeah.
right? Then suddenly you apply it. Because for me, I will be scared also. Like
Yeah.
I will, like last time before I do this, like I was doing filmmaking. Then after I will watch like YouTube video. Then when my first client hit, right? Wow, I very scared. Yeah, I don't know what to bring, what equipment to bring, all this. So you're probably feeling the same thing, right? Roughly.
Exactly, yes. Then it's like, okay, tell yourself, okay, that time I think I have a step watch. So I always click more than 10K per day. I've been walking for clients. So every probably 10 customer, then you close one.
Oh.
Wow, that one not easy that time really.
You told me that time. Can you share with them? You were telling me about
The numbers.
Yes, the numbers game. Yes.
Okay, initially I was like having 30 viewers, but yet I haven't fully closed all the rooms. Then I was like really very scared and demoralized. That one has been like 1 month already. Then I asked my friend, because I have friends who are doing the same thing. Then she told me that, you only have 50. I need to have 50. You only have 30. I need to have 50 to close all. It's like, oh, so it's just a number thing lah. So okay, then it gave me some confidence lah. Okay, I should really hit my at least 50 lah, which is true enough. During that time was about 50 to close 5 rooms lah. Yeah.
Now also
Now about the same also.
50. Yeah.
Around lah, slightly lesser maybe. But around there. But the COVID time was the best. You no need to do anything. There are people who will offer it without even seeing. Because of COVID time, there was shortage of rental.
Oh.
Yeah. So everyone, remember there was news where people will be queuing out at HDB just to view the rental unit.
I saw before. Yeah.
Yeah, during the COVID
Yeah.
time. Yeah, that time whoever owns any property or holds any empty rooms, right, you can fetch good prices.
Wow. I forgot my question. I want to ask you something. Wow. Oh yes. So for those watching, if you don't know what co-living is, could you just briefly explain to the viewers what is co-living?
Co-living is actually a few different tenants living in the same unit, but in their own rooms lah. They'll be sharing common areas like the kitchen, living area, toilets maybe. And co-living, what we all did is we do provide services like to clean the sharing area, provide some usage things in the common area. Then of course the hardest part will be any issues with tenants lah. Yeah. Those are the things that we come in and we make sure it's a managed unit, and it also helps the owner. So our clients are our owners also. So we manage the unit well so that the value is still up there when we return the units to the owner. So that's what the owners usually are looking out for, because sometimes when you rent out the whole unit, you won't be able to see it for the next 2-3 years. Then what happened after the 2-3 years, you realize that, wow, this damage, that damage, the oil stains here and there. Then the property value drops, or you may have to do an overhaul. So it's very costly lah. So when it comes in, we make sure the property is kept well, well managed, so the value is there for the owners. Yeah.
So you have to renovate the room and everything.
When we first, depending on the condition, usually.
Not say renovate, like furnish the room.
Yes, we do. Yeah, because if you do furnish the room, our tenants are mostly expats lah. So they comes to Singapore to work. Then they will want a place where they can rest after the working hours. Then you need to provide all that cozy area for them lah. But some of them may have their own furniture lah, but usually not many lah. So you furnish clean and good furnitures for them.
So basically you have to find an owner that is willing to rent their space first. Then after that you can rent these spaces to the other tenants, like in that sense.
We have different models. Yeah, we do that also. Then we also have clients who are people who trust us, our friends, or maybe now it's friends lah, but it's open up to anyone lah, who has property who wants us to manage lah. Then we can talk about it.
So it's like a very trusting lah, this whole business, you feel?
Because we do have a business, we have been here for 5 years already. So we have an image to sustain also. We don't anyhow tarnish our brand.
Okay. So people will work with you because like they trust you lah.
They trust, then they don't want to manage. Yeah, they want to, because when you rent out the whole unit, right, as one-to-one family, usually is slightly lower. The market, the rate is lower. But if you can rent out rooms, right, it can fetch higher rental yield. So that's why they work with us to fetch that higher yield. Then we, of course, we manage. So there's a certain percent that we.
Okay. So when you found 5 room, how do you scale your business, your co-living business?
Actually, it's very slow leh. That's why I say I don't know why you call me out, because my business so small.
Share. I mean, just This podcast, by the way, is for those like rising, struggling, and successful entrepreneurs. For everybody, so long as you got your story from how you rose, right? I just bring
Because
you in.
business, right, you can roll. Okay, let's say you have 5 rooms.
Ah.
Then let's say maybe 5 rooms earn you like $500, maybe. Okay, then it's either, but the capital layout is probably like 10,000, maybe. Okay, so you need like 20 months, right?
20 months.
$500 per month. Let's say
Okay.
profit example. So you need 20 months to have that capital
Right.
covered, right? So it's either during your 20 months, are you going to take out that money or are you going to roll the second one? So that's the question. So the good thing about business is you can roll. So you roll to another 5 rooms. Then you have, that means you spend another 10K in. Then you have $1,000 per month. Then how long will you take to cover this? It will only take you 10 months instead of 20.
But they don't profit anything for the first.
Yeah,
first
that's
month.
why business are like that. So usually in the first few months or few years, you don't profit.
So,
Yeah.
so is that how you scale? Or?
Initially, I try not to take out any money
Okay.
until COVID happens. So at least I have a business where when COVID happens, this can cover a little.
Right.
Yeah. So I was very fortunate. So I had this business before COVID.
You think you can run during COVID or after COVID?
Still can do lah, but the profit margin is thinner right now. COVID, everyone earns with. Anyone with property actually makes up a good profit even in selling off.
But actually, what's your priority? Is it like growing a business that is bigger than you, or you're having a comfortable amount that you can live a life with?
The basic is always to cover my own expenses.
Okay.
That is the basic, and my family's.
Okay.
Okay, so after which, right, is I don't mind growing. Of course, we don't mind money. Who do wants? Yeah, but shall see whether we have enough clients, whether how are we going to scale this business, like to have more trusting owners to come to us. Yeah, then shall see where it leads lah. Yeah, I don't mind growing. I don't mind stagnant. But at least we have a business to start with, so you have the potential to grow or not to grow lah. Yeah.
So your timeline is like 5 years to 30 rooms around there? Around
Yes.
there, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
So 5
correct.
to 30 rooms. Yeah, I see. Do you think what do you think is like the biggest struggle in scaling from 5 to 30 rooms, you feel?
To find the owners, trusting owners that trust us, not trusting owners that trust us. Yeah, that is the difficult part, because what we can do, right? Actually, most property agent can do also. Yeah, it's just the additional service that we provide.
Have you ever gotten backstabbed or?
Backstab,
Should we not share? I don't know.
Backstab, don't have lah. So far, don't have. Touch wood.
Is it real wood? Okay.
Yeah, we would can touch.
But yeah, okay. And what do you think is like, so like you told me that in order to grow to another unit or another property, right, you need to be able to sacrifice all your profits from the first one into the second one. Not roll over the
Roll over lor.
Yeah, roll over.
Yeah, but sometimes roll over you also like, should I? But the sooner you roll over, the sooner you can have bigger portion of fruits lah.
But
Yeah.
what was the biggest risk for you, do you feel?
When you roll over, you scared that you have no, you cannot like handle. Let's say you have like probably a person can only handle 50 units, 50 rooms. Then you need to employ another person to handle another 50. Yeah, that's the pinching part. But so far, I'm more on the like one person now. Yeah, although I have my own employees lah, like the cleaners, the handyman, and all that. But then mostly on the surface part, it's all me lah. It's done by me.
You're the face of the business lah, in a sense.
Yeah, correct.
But what's the biggest risk you took in this co-living? Or are you more like a don't take so big risk person? What do you feel?
I think still okay leh. I'm okay. I'm not truly a risk taker. Yeah, because I have a family. I
Yes.
cannot let my children sleep on the streets lah. So
Exactly.
that's my my threshold lah. Yeah. So basically, I have to earn a minimum salary lah to sustain my lifestyle. Yeah, that one is the minimum. Other than that is like, okay, can do.
How do you balance your business growth with your family life though, actually? Because I feel like family is very important to you.
Yeah,
So
it
how do you
is.
balance this entrepreneurship and family?
Actually quite chill eh. My children knows my what I'm doing every time, because when we need to furnish the place, then I will always bring my children along. Yeah, they get to see. Yeah, then they know what I'm doing. So they do know. Like they even know one of my very, very beginning, my first tenant. Yeah, then even up till now he's still my tenant for 5 years already. So even my kids know him. He's a very chatty person. So sometimes I need to fix anything, I bring my children along. That time when they were still young, so they get to know him. Then he will chit chat with the kids, have candy for them and all that.
Just like an Owen,
Yeah,
honestly.
correct. Actually, that's what I learned from Owen lah. Really,
What thing?
really like treat everyone like very nicely, family, friends, like chit chat and all that.
Don't like too
No, like
serious.
no need to be so serious. Like you are the landlady or what? No need lah. We also earn a living only.
That's true. But yeah, that actually I feel like I'm that kind of person. But then like, I guess like business taught me to have to be a bit more serious sometimes. You know, when you're making
Depending
like the
lah.
deals and stuff.
Depending on who you meet lah. If you are signing a $1 million contract, maybe you have to wear a suit lah.
That's right. I'll wear a suit next time. What do you think? Actually, what do you think in this co-living experience? Right? Has it been a very smooth journey for you?
No. You'll never know the struggle. Actually, all business people will think that, oh, you're a business owner, so glamorous, so good life, you have your own freedom of time, Okay, freedom of time maybe lah. You can get to plan a little bit more. You're basically in control lah. But then the struggle is something that people don't tell lah. You know, I ever washed the toilets for like few months. I couldn't find cleaners, you know. I have to go down there and wash toilets, clean the house and all that. Yeah, I didn't even clean my house, but I have to clean other people's house.
Wow, then like when you're
Yeah.
cleaning, you probably feel like, oh my.
I just treat it as an exercise lor. every week, like 2 hours exercise. Yeah.
Was this like one of the lowest or like points you had?
I don't feel that it's lowest. I just feel that okay, it's part of it lah. I just treat it as part of it until I get to find a stable cleaner.
Nice. But what would you feel like the biggest struggle you had during this whole co-living journey?
I think some tenants are really difficult. There are really difficult tenants out there lah. But then, of course, you still have the higher power lah, because you hold their deposit ma. I do have tenants who got drunk and make things very difficult. Even they go down to the MCST, the condo management, to complain. They say that he's drunk. Everyone knows that he's drunk except himself. Then he will start asking people to open the gate for him. Then he's like, okay, then you have to prove yourself you're the residents here lah. Then he couldn't. He lost his key. He lost his phone. So nothing lah, basically nothing. Then how to prove? Then the management call me. It's like, okay, at least my number was there, so I have to go down and prove to them. But then this tenant was so difficult lah. We have to really let him go. We gave him 3 warnings. In fact, there are many things that he did lah. So we gave him three warnings and asked him to leave lah.
What time did you go down to fix this problem?
Oh, lucky it was in the morning because he was drunk. He disturbed the security. After which, right, then he slept on the swimming pool, the bench, through the night until the morning. Then the morning he went to the management and complained and said that he wants to get into his own house and all that. Yeah, then that's where the management called me.
But lucky in the morning, it's not so like.
But lucky the owner don't have to deal with this. I'm the one dealing with it.
Okay. Then maybe I want to ask you, because you're in this industry now, right? How's the rental market sort of changed when you first started?
Initially was okay because co-living wasn't that popular then.
Okay.
Then when COVID comes, then the property was good. Yeah, the price was good. But now it goes back. And we all know retrench is now here. A lot of things happen. Then the tightening of work permit, employment pass, and all that. It gets kind of difficult right now. A little bit difficult. Yeah, and there are more competitors coming in. Yeah, so it becomes very popular right now, co-living.
But it feels like the market is booming. Like I see all the Instagram ads of all the new co-living people coming out. I don't know if
That's why a lot of competitor law. That's why I say I don't like lah. Who likes, right? Who likes
competitors, right?
Yeah lah. Who likes?
I see,
but no
I see.
choice lah.
Yeah.
But being in the co-living, okay lah. There are people who left the co-living industry also. Yeah.
Will you ever?
I do have friends who left. They come in like a few years, then they left.
Why?
Most of them is because they have a full-time job that they didn't quit.
Oh, they want it to be like a side
Yeah,
hustle
they
thing.
want it to be a side hustle. It's not easy to be a side hustle because things can happen during the daytime also. When tenant needs something like they couldn't get into their house or some leakage and things like that, you have to be there. Right. Sometimes you have to be there. Sometimes you have to call someone to be there.
Oh.
Yeah. So I ever go to a unit in the middle of the night where my tenant couldn't get his the key wasn't working, the lock was broken. So he was locked out naked after a shower because the wind blew. Then the room door slammed and the knob just didn't work. Then he waited for me for 2 hours. Why? Because he doesn't have his phone, so he has to wait for another tenant to reach home to borrow the phone to call me.
Wow.
Even calling me, right, the key doesn't work because it's broken, ma. So we have to call the locksmith up lah. So this kind of thing happened.
Wow, then he's like naked in the tower.
Yeah,
Oh, lucky
he's
got
so
towel,
awkward.
no,
Eh.
if
Yeah,
not, like-
lucky got.
If not, it's like completely naked one.
He's awkward. I'm awkward. Everyone's awkward there. Just no choice.
Okay. And I want to ask you, what are common misconceptions about people? What are the common misconceptions people have about co-living in that sense?
Okay, some people say that co-living is subletting. Subletting is not a nice word because what many people perceive subletting as like overcrowding.
Okay.
But Singapore has laws that protect this. So there are maximum cap in one unit. Sometimes it's depending on the size. Sometimes 6 packs, sometimes 8 packs. So with this restriction in, we will have to follow. So we cannot overcrowd lah. So co-living is a nicer term. In fact, it's like subletting lah. But then it's nicer term lah. Just that, and co-living comes in as a like with us as a managing company, which most tenant likes it because they are assured. Especially, I think being a woman has a benefit also lah. Because my female tenant will feel very assured lah where I'm around. Because we ever met with harassment cases, yeah, which I will have to handle. Like what we will advise them to make a police report or not, yeah, things like that. Then to like put more security camera, things like that. Yeah, so this kind of thing happens. So with us inside in this ecosystem, the tenants feel more assured lah.
Okay. And let's say if someone wants to start co-living, any advice for them if you want to start?
Do your calculation well, then go down and take a look. But most of the time, you have to judge for yourself. What are you handling? Whether this unit is something you can manage. Because sometimes, like older units, they might have a lot of defects. Of course, owners are responsible for certain parts. But this kind of thing will give you a headache. Imagine leaking. So sometimes experience do help lah. So maybe you can get a friend who is a contractor to come out and take a look also. Yeah.
Contractor handy man.
Yeah, check got leakage or not, worthwhile or not. Yeah, because
Come up 24 hours anyway.
wow, good. Because sometimes all these defects, right, will pull you back on timeline. Then you cannot rent it out. Then all this are money ma.
Right. Okay, let's take a quick break. And drink water.
Drink water.
Jared, got any questions?
You know who's Billy?
Yeah, I know. You see the surname is the same as mine.
What is your sister name?
No, not my sister. Adeline Gui.
Great sharing.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Not bad lah. Any question? Give me some questions. Pop some new ones for me.
When you take a break, they can hear us.
Yeah, they can say it.
Oh, waiting for a question.
Yeah, just pop some anything.
What do you think is the most important aspect of like running a business?
Wow.
Yeah, I repeat. What do you think is the most important aspect of running a business?
I think you are eager enough to start. The starting point is the hardest part. But then once you start, you have no turning back. So you just go with the flow. Yeah, just start lah. I ever read a book which is 7 days startup. So they teaches you how to start a business within 7 days. So it's like basically you just have your basic things run out, calculation, finance, with the basic things run out first, then you just start. Then as you go along, you tweak and change and fine tune. Yeah.
How do I know that I'm meant for entrepreneurship?
You want to say it one more time?
Yeah, how do you know that you're meant for entrepreneurship?
Actually, I don't know leh. I don't. I have never thought that I'm an entrepreneur or I will start a business. It's just that along the way with testing, like the business, the curtain company, then Owen Swim School, then this, then it's like, okay, I think I can do it lah. It's not like, I don't find that I'm like up there or whatsoever. I'm just a very tiny entrepreneur in Singapore, I feel. I always find that I'm very small. I always tell people, earning allowance only lor.
I think like the beauty is just doing your own thing, starting your
Yeah,
own thing.
correct. Yeah,
Like-
lor.
Like,
Everyone is trying to earn a living lah.
Yeah.
Then some people do it rather well. Yeah, like that only lor. Who knows? Maybe you can do really well.
yeah. So for those watching, you want to start your own business, right? Just do it. Jia Hui say, just do it. Don't think so much already. Just do.
Do you
Yeah.
regret not like studying high enough to go into
Studying high enough.
uni and like
She went to uni though.
studying high enough to like JC?
No, I thought of doing master. I used to thought.
And, like, PhD, like,
But then no lah, too much damage already. Don't want.
Too much damage.
Brain cell damage. Don't want.
lecturer at
Yeah. Yeah, I actually got an offer to be a lecturer in ITE.
Okay.
During when I started my business, when I registered my business the first year, ITE called me. They I don't know if I can say this. I actually sent out a resume after my HDB job. Then they didn't get back until like 8 years later.
8 years. People still can see the email after 8 years.
It's like, are you still interested? Okay, I went through the full like go for interview and I was offered a lecturer job.
Civil
But-
engineering, right?
Yeah, but I rejected lah because I already started the business.
It's not have to close out the business, moonlighting and stuff like that.
Yeah, cannot do moonlight. Yeah.
Okay. So, I guess we've got a little perspective about Jia Hui's journey from start all the way to now in the co-living. I think maybe Jia, I want to ask you a little bit more, less about the your businesses, more about your own life now lah. Like, what does your day-to-day life look like now as an entrepreneur? Yeah, as an entrepreneur.
Actually, very simple life. Very, very simple life now. I like the flexibility, the time flexibility, where I can, mostly in co-living, usually things happen at night, like viewing, like meeting the clients and all that. Usually happens after office hour. So during the daytime, like, 超 noel. So I'll just like drink coffee with my mother, go to a market, coffee shop, then come back home. Sometimes we'll do some paperwork. Then otherwise, I do catch drama also. That's my like easy time lah. So basically like that lor. So then children already grow up already ma. So don't have to. They can handle their own homeworks and all that. Even if they want me to help, sometimes I couldn't help also. I mean, it's not easy P6, although we all been through P6, right? But then sometimes when you see back the math question, you also like, you like take some time to solve the problem. Not easy like. Yeah, so I cannot imagine. So secondary school, I always tell them, I think mommy cannot help you but if you need tuition, we can try to find lah.
Hey, but you study civil engineering, it should be like very maxi and stuff, right?
You know, when you go to work math is work math. studying is
Different
studying.
math.
Different math, very in-depth one. But when you come out to work, it's like, only that part you need to know.
Well, if you ask me to do O level, I still cannot.
Yeah
I cannot
lor.
do. I'll fail. I fail O
Yeah,
level.
lor. So I don't think it doesn't apply. So you want to marry a university wife or husband, right, to help out in your future children homework. I don't pin too much hope lah. They will forget one.
Okay. Then like looking back, right? Are you happy where you are at right now?
Yes, I am. Yeah, I can do what I want. In fact, I love to learn. So business is something that I'm still learning right now. A lot of things. So in fact, every year I spend few $1,000s on learning, like business thing, marketing thing, anything lah. So I go for classes. Right? I finished my Skill Future Fund already.
But are you happy as in like your businesses are stable?
Yeah.
Like you're earning a decent amount that you can, live.
Yeah,
a life?
actually very grateful. Very grateful for all the experience, like being my father's side or my own co-living. Very grateful that I can still earn a living and then enjoy life at the same time.
Can we lower the mic a bit?
Okay.
Near your chin. Touch your chin here.
Touch your-
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So okay, then I want to ask oh my god, this always happens. I always lose the question. Yeah. Let me get
Can
some
I?
time.
No problem. Whatever comes.
Cut to the awkward moment. Sup?
How many viewers we have?
I think like 5.
Not bad.
So far, 42 views.
42 views.
Wow.
Unique viewers.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Wow.
Cool.
Hope I can inspire some entrepreneur out there. Or to be. Yeah. Need not to be so big to consider yourself as an entrepreneur. Entrepreneur, I think, is a spirit. Yeah.
Spirit. That's what the entrepreneur story. Actually, that's why I want to do this podcast, because a lot of people has different reasons why they want to be an entrepreneur. Like some people want to solve the problem of like what this chocolate not nice. I want to make a chocolate brand, or like you and then like I want to have more time for my kids, so I want to do my own thing, that kind of thing. So it's like people have different reasons in that sense.
When my best friend started her curtain business,
Uh.
actually it's like, hey, I really like her entrepreneur spirit. It's like she can solve issues, right? She can solve problems. Sometimes she will be met with certain issues. Then I see her like solve issues straight away. Then it's like, how do you have all those? That time I wasn't that entrepreneur yet, so it's like I'll ask her, how do you have all the ideas to solve the problem? Then she say, if I don't solve, then the business have to close down.
That's right,
I
guys.
think that's a big enough push already.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, lor. But she can come on the podcast.
Oh, she already closed her business.
Okay, it's alright then. But yeah, now managing co-living rooms, having probably a pretty stable income already. What is the future for your businesses, and what's the future for you lah, in that sense?
I still hope to grow, of course. Then making it a brand where owners can trust, tenants can also rely on. Yeah, that's the brand that I want to bring out there. So if you own any property, yeah, can come to me lah. My TikTok page can advertise.
Yeah, can.
My TikTok page is Squire Rooms, Squire SQUIRE, Rooms ROMS. Yeah, Squire Rooms on TikTok, squirerooms.com.
Nice. And what should people find you? Like,
Through the website.
Through the website.
The TikTok also can. I'm handling all those at the moment.
but like, I guess like you, like what do you see in like maybe 3 years time your business? Cause you told me that you recently had a
Oh yeah.
yes, you can
okay.
share about that.
Actually, there will be like another 5 rooms coming next month.
Yes.
Then we'll be undergoing some renovation because that's really a very old unit lah. So we will have to renovate. Then when it's all set up, probably in April, then we will put it into the market and look for tenants lah.
Big news, because you're not renting it, right?
Yeah, that is my own property actually.
Which is
yeah,
great.
it's my own property. Finally, I get to buy it already.
It's good news.
Yeah.
Congrats. Okay. And yeah, I think we can sort of pause for Q&A. Yeah. Oh, I got the question in my head already. Yes. You told me, I remember when we had the pre-interview, you told me that you are not a person who, you're a person who prefers to work smart, right?
Oh yeah, I'm a lazy person. I always tell people. I'm a lazy person because I want time for myself. I really enjoy time alone. So I will make things very efficient. So there was one, that just now I talked about, I used to walk my tenant, like 10,000 steps per day.
Yeah.
That one was so tiring, I couldn't sustain. So I make videos. I make videos, post on TikTok and all that. So I'll send to my tenants, the potential tenants who come for viewing. I'll tell them what we have here, what's the amenities, and even if I want to meet them at the condo, right, it's not so easy to find the entrance. So I make a video how to reach there. So I send them the video. I meet you here. Yeah, please follow the video like that. So I make things very efficient. So with all the technology help, I think we have to leverage on it to make life easier. Yeah.
Because I feel like I like to do a lot of things at one time. Then my business partner always tells me, actually you do so many things for what one? Then like he will tell me this kind of thing lah. Then it's like it prompt me to work smart instead of work hard in that sense.
Correct.
Yeah.
Then the appliances in the unit, right, we also make video how to use it. There are people who don't know how to clean a rice cooker. So I have a video on how to clean a rice cooker. So after every use, please clean the rice cooker. Then I'll send it to my tenants.
This kind of thing must paste on the wall one. It's like come on video one.
You will be surprised there are people who don't know how to use appliances one. Then they will damage our things one. Yeah, and then vacuum cleaner also.
Rice cooker.
Yeah. So you want to minimize on that, but all money leh.
Okay. Just give me like 3 questions. Give from
I
the.
think speaking of work smart and work effective, right? You think about this hustle culture that's currently going on. What is your thoughts on it?
What culture?
Okay, wait, let me
Hustle.
repeat.
Hustle.
So it's like now in the young generation, right? There's this thing called like hustle culture. That means you're constantly working, trying to earn more money, trying to do all the part-time job, do your own business kind of thing. What's your opinion on that?
If they like it, I don't. So I will hustle a bit, then rest a longer bit, then hustle again, then rest longer. I tend to do that. So when I hustle is when I need to renovate the house, like furnish the place, then get the tenant all in first. That one is my hustle period. Then after which I rest until I'm okay again. Yeah, I mean that's why I like entrepreneur because I get to plan my schedule.
Right.
Yeah, and how hard I want to hustle.
What do you think is the timeline for a business though? Actually, like how long should a business last, or when do you know a business is time to close down? That kind of thing.
I always tell myself our business will close down one. In fact, I tell my father that also. Ultimately, the business will close. It's just that in this lifetime, we have to lengthen this process in order for us to have the fruits. I mean, the money to sustain our life here So I was telling them it's only the matter of how we pull it, how we stretch it, extend it. So we always have the mentality business will close ultimately. The new era will come, new things will come. Who knows? Maybe in the future, people don't stay in property. People will have a pot. I don't know, some space thing. I don't know, maybe things like that.
My kids.
Yeah, correct. Then people don't give birth anymore. So maybe they will have like their father, grandfather property with them.
True.
So they will have more properties. So they are not hard up to buy properties anymore. So things may change, so we can't see so far. So I always tell myself it's okay if one day really have to close. That means we really have to . But of course, in order to extend this life for the business, we have to always pivot . Initially, my business doesn't start off with helping owners. It's just acquiring new units. Then we pivot to help because we have friends who comes in, they want their unit to be managed because they want to sell off after 3 years maybe. Yeah, so you have to manage well, things like that.
Okay. Any live Q&A question? Whatever. Okay, then and that I think I have a final question for myself. I want to do this as like a tradition, like what would your younger self think of you now?
Think of me,
Yeah.
I think she want to grow old faster because the younger self was like pretty lost. I don't know what, very naive. But I don't blame her because everyone has that journey, and with that journey, we all learn. So I do have, as I told you, my niece ever asked me, would you like to go back to time where you were younger? I say no. Because whatever happens, right, even with the knowledge, the kind of mentality, then even with going back with that kind of knowledge mentality, I'll still make the same decision. Like if I don't want to study, I will still not be studying also. So I don't think I can change my younger self unless I can bring back my own knowledge now to the younger self, which I don't think is happening. So it's okay. Whatever thing happens for a reason, and it's either you. I mean, all losses is not losses. It's, in fact, you gain something. Through experience, you learn something. You always learn something. So that's fine.
So will you say anything to younger self if you could go back in time?
Do whatever you are doing still. If you want to enjoy life, enjoy life. If you don't want to study, it's also okay. One day you will know that it can be important, and you will do it. So it's okay. Don't be so hard on yourself, lah.
Okay, I think we have come to the end of the podcast. Thank you so much, Jia Hui,
Thank
for
you.
joining us as a guest.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so if you guys have enjoyed this podcast, make sure the usual, I'm going to be the normal YouTuber. You like, subscribe, and you follow the channel. You can go to, how can people find you, Jia Hui?
Oh yeah, the squirerooms.com. Squire, SQUIRE, rooms, ROMS.com.
Yes, so if you're an owner or you're looking to rent a room, you can let
yes.
Jia Hui know. Or if you're interested, just Jia Hui has left her contact. You can contact her whatever you need. And yeah, also I want to say that you guys can stay tuned to all the new guests that are coming out every week on my Instagram page, TheWackyCreatives. You guys can see the new guests coming on. The next guest is a multi-million commercial vehicle trading industry. He was an business owner of that. And yeah, I think it'll be an interesting story as well. And yeah, this podcast it will happen next Thursday 8 p.m. for those people who are still watching.